Hello, very quick update for Asia. We still have some storms and some snow spots of India, and central northern India has been getting some intense isolated storms last few days. And we still have this snow in Tibet, parts of China, in the Himalayas, and today is Friday, the 25th. It will continue throughout Saturday. The snow and these storms will form spots of China later Saturday night into Sunday. So be careful. Northeastern India, some storms Saturday as well and Sunday. So be careful. Some of those might be very strong and severe. So this goes still in China Sunday afternoon, some storms, and then this goes maybe into the Pacific, some rain in Japan as well. From that low pressure, show some snow, extreme northern Japan by next week. Like this will be around next Tuesday, the 29th. Maybe some stuff around the Koreas again on May 1st. And we'll keep watching further south still. Those tropical showers and storms in Indonesia especially, and there is more rain activity happening in Laos, Vietnam, spots of Thailand throughout this week into next week. So be careful in those areas, those showers and storms. Here, next 5 days does show until April 30th, spots of China. Those storms might leave even more than 100 millimeters in some spots there of China. Be careful, central, southeastern China, northeastern India. Still, those storms might leave more than 132 millimeters, more near the Himalayas as well. So be careful in those areas in case of intense storms. Stay safe and be careful of some flooding. And still shows in Bangladesh some 68, 52 millimeters, and some storms in eastern India next 5 days. Some rain in Nepal, and some storms southwestern and northeastern India, and Sri Lanka and the Maldives. Some more rainfall in the Maldives as well. Next 5 days, be aware. And still shows in the Philippines more showers and storms, and central southern Philippines, spots in Palau as well, and Indonesia especially. So be aware the storms there. Check the links in the description to see advisories for the thunderstorms. And we might talk about Indonesia as well in the Australian video coming up. So there's the axis that shows some even close to 200 millimeters spotted through Malaysia, Indonesia, 160, 185. So be careful, even more in Sumatra, those downpours. So stay safe there. Be careful, those downpours. And Russia's busy with cold fronts and snow, and Western Asia still got some storms, especially Turkey. I often see some storms outlooks, some hail there. So be aware spots of Turkey, northern Iran, some showers. But in terms of strong storms, will be mainly India, Bangladesh, and China, the strongest storms and possibly severe. But Southeast Asia in general, more storms. So be careful. There's snow here next 5 days. The Himalayas still shows some 69 centimeters, even to 70 centimeters, and more snow over most of these high elevations in central China. More snow there, especially Tibet, northern Nepal shows specific spots even to like 56 centimeters. More northern Bhutan, be aware in Bhutan, northernmost India, and Nepal. So be aware, some snow is spotted to of the western Himalayas, but most is further east. Some in Kyrgyzstan, like 5 centimeters, 4 in Kazakhstan, even to 12, and in a few spots of Russia and Mongolia, but not really nothing crazy there. Just the Caucasus still shows some 26 centimeters, 24 spots of Russia, Azerbaijan, and Georgia, and still Turkey in the high elevations. Some snow 9 centimeters, 18, 23 centimeters in northern Iran, a finger two. So beware. But Russia is the real snow king around here. Shows like some 40 centimeters, central northern Russia, especially this BC area of northwestern Russia. next 5 days we have a lot of snow, so be careful. Some snowstorms there, northeast, northwesternmost Russia, but also central northwestern Russia, even to 49 centimeters. The GFS is scattered everywhere, but it does show some spots central Russia, even to 52 centimeters, 53. In this area for crossing central Russia, the European has this area crosses right through central Russia. More snow in southeastern Russia, spots even to like 55 centimeters or more. Northern China might have close to 20 centimeters next 5 days, and Eastern Mongolia shows something too, and easternmost Russia does show some snow in the southeastern part, but nothing so crazy compared to the west. Japan might have some again in the mountains, some 4 centimeters, 14, especially northern Japan next Tuesday, even to 50 centimeters in a spot or two. The GFS even to 59 centimeters in Japan. The icon does have some in Japan too, and the icons then the Himalayas, so be aware that snow. And 10 days does show even more spots of Russia in the high elevations, Kyrgyzstan, China, and spots there, but that's too far. So be aware. And rainfall, 10 days show especially in the tropics, like very busy, but that's too far as well. But Southeast Asia should watch those storms. Temperature still cold, especially in the north of Russia, central Russia, most of eastern Russia. Just the west has kind of a break, but still, even to minus 21, central Russia, Mongolia, still negative temperatures. During the afternoon, it does ease a little bit, some milder temperatures, a few spots, southern Siberia, but still northern Russia, those negative temperatures, and easternmost Russia. And Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan is already very hot, to 38 degrees, 32 degrees, and India, don't even tell me about it. It's more than 40 degrees, 41, 42. In Pakistan, still some 42. Even central Myanmar, some 40. 39. This goes in some points in the afternoon in Pakistan, even gets to 45 degrees. And be careful, the heat indices, the feels like temperatures, might be even close to 47 degrees or even more, the feels like temperatures. So some 44 degrees from southern India to 41, Myanmar, spots of northern India, and already some 42 in Saudi Arabia and Oman, United Arab Emirates, spots in southern Iraq and Iran to 42 already. So be careful, those areas. Saturday this goes during the night, it does calm down some, but still hot, and heat during the night is not good, might be worse for your health, so be careful. But still shows in Russia that cold, northern China, some active temperatures, the highest point there in Japan, central northern Japan, and eastern Russia, mostly cold still. So beware. And Sunday afternoon does show in Pakistan to like 46 degrees, spots to 45, 46, and 44, spots of India 43. So very intense heat. Please stay safe. That's no joke. Spots of Myanmar as well shows more in Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, in Iraq close to 40. So stay safe in those areas. Turkmenistan still, and spots of southern Kazakhstan even to 36 degrees. The cold is still in northern Russia, southern Russia even to 27 already. So yeah, but northeastern Russia still cold. Southeast Asia warm, the mountains very cold. This goes much better during the night, and but still hot in some areas and much colder during the night. Northern Russia, spots of northwestern Russia as well, because those below average temperatures further west. But this goes Monday afternoon, the 28th, gets even worse, shows some 44 degrees, 45 in India, central India some 41 still, a little bit 39 in Myanmar. But Pakistan next Monday is like 47 degrees once again. 47, the feels like temperatures, if you're out there, it might feel like 50 degrees to you. So please stay safe. That's no joke. There's the icon. The icon slightly more relaxed, but still has some 47 degrees. The GFS on some 45, 47. So please stay safe. warn others there. There's still Saudi Arabia 41 in a few spots, 42, 41 in Turkmenistan, Kazakhstan as well. So stay safe. Monday night does calm down. Still cold. Northern Mongolia, China, North Korea, and Russia still very cold. Not very compared to winter, but still cold. And then next Tuesday it might be like like inside a fire. Spots of India to 46 degrees in Western India, and Pakistan might feel like 48 degrees Celsius. This still has some time to change, but if this comes true, 48 degrees Celsius, like you should be extremely careful. Do whatever you can to stay safe. That can cause severe heat stroke. So please stay safe. The GFS, same thing, 48 degrees Celsius. The icon around 47, 48. Next Tuesday, you can literally bake eggs in the street. So please stay safe. That's no joke. There's in Afghanistan spots southern Iran to 45 as well, central Iran, Saudi Arabia, Qatar to 40 degrees, alright, 41, 42. So stay safe. This goes much better during the night, but still a little bit warm, like 30 degrees is very warm, and shows this cold further into China and Mongolia because of that low pressure there. Northern Russia still cold, especially like most of Eastern Russia, and then Turkey, Georgia, those are still kind of below average. Some negative temperatures in the Caucasus, some spots there during the night. But during the day, does get slightly better in Turkey, but still kind of chilly in some areas. Still very hot in Iraq, even to 43 degrees next Wednesday. And then in India, next Wednesday still shows some 45 degrees, 43 spots of northeastern India to 46, and that area in Pakistan like 48 degrees in some areas. It might feel like the feels like temperatures even to 53 degrees, the feels like temperature. So please stay safe. This can kill you, this heat. So please be careful. Try to protect your animals too and everything. So please stay safe. And then Wednesday, Thursday, the heat wave continues there. Still Thursday, on May 1st, some 48 degrees, 43, 46, 45 spots in the Middle East as well. So please stay safe. That's the most dangerous part. The mountains still cold. This goes. Russia still those periodic cold waves passing by. A little spots milder, and still the heat wave into May. Those areas, China's a little bit warmer during the days, sometimes colder, and depends. Northern China this weekend colder, and later on might be warm. Central China. So stay safe in those areas. Still wind gusts. Now Friday shows in Mongolia slightly gustier spots there. So Friday, Saturday, few spots in Tibet, Central China, some higher gusts. Saturday, Sunday shows spots of northern China again, and northern China's kind of famous this year for very strong winds, so be careful. In Kazakhstan, Sunday, Monday, still in Russia. This might change still, but does show in Russia, Mongolia. Next Monday, a few spots in Kazakhstan. Monday, Tuesday, possibly this peak low pressure in Kazakhstan. Next Tuesday, the 29th, some very strong winds in Russia, those wind gusts. This might change still, the GFS is much less, but we better keep watching. In Japan, on the 29th, Tuesday, some strong gust spots of Japan as well. So stay safe, be aware. Even some periodic strong gusts near Afghanistan and Iran to Turkmenistan, depends on the day as well. So this goes into Russia, and if this has snow as well in Russia, might cause a kind of a big blizzard on April 30th. Shows still some winds in China and Mongolia, and this goes still some strong winds in Russia as you go into May, and potentially in the Koreas and China. So we'll keep watching. But the main danger here, next few days, those storms in India, Bangladesh, China, and the heat wave. So be careful the storms, the heat wave, and the heavy rain in some areas. Just a couple more things about the storms before we close here. So, in China, some areas, those storms does show some capes, southern China, might cause some more storms with hail and strong wind, but doesn't show that much. Especially Sunday shows more cape concentrating southeastern China, but nonetheless, just be careful there. Those storms might be very strong. But India, Bangladesh, like more than 2,000 joules per kilogram, Bangladesh, like over 5,000. There's a lot of energy for those storms in India, so stay safe. Some more severe storms. So this goes Sunday, Monday, still more cape around India and Southeast Asia. And then Turkey, last few days we did have some stronger storms there, but even shows cape in the some areas. But if it shows cape, it doesn't mean there will be storms. It just means there's energy for storms, but it doesn't mean there will be storms. But in Turkey, in those areas, that show some scary storms. Even northern Iraq, a few spots. Saturday, Sunday has more storm in Turkey still, and be aware those storms because in Turkey sometimes we can have this probability this year, like for storms in this site I put in the description, like for Saturday tomorrow. They do have some slight chances for hail in Iraq, especially in Turkey, a few spots with chance for hail, and and even Georgia there. So just be aware in those areas. And one thing I've been looking at, the GFS has already been showing some signs of a typhoon in the Western Pacific, but the GFS is one of the only models that shows this, and I don't trust it a lot. But it's already showing a lot of members from the GFS showing a potential typhoon long term. But the GFS tends to exaggerate most times, and that there's the European too. This run here from the European has good agreement. Some members even are up to Cat 5, and some other members cross the Philippines as a tropical depression, tropical storm, and then they're showing the South China Sea some more agreement for a system as well. So better watch this. I'm not saying there's a tropical storm coming towards the Philippines or Southeast Asia, but it's just a trend to watch. There's nothing imminent right now, but just worth keep watching. And yeah, stay